It's just crazy to me how my generation survived.
Coming closer.
Hey guys, it's me, the Sketcher Friendler, and I am back doing stories from my child. And today I'm going to talk to you about when I saw my friend fall down 3 stories. It was pretty scary. But first, let me just start laying in everything for you. Hope everybody's doing well today. But this goes back to, I'm going to say, I was maybe in 3rd grade. I'm going to guess about 3rd grade. I think it was about 8. And so I went to a private school, and we would occasionally go to the teachers would bring us few of the grades to the park, and there were 2 parks that they would take us to. One was called Dark Park, and the other one we called Light Park. And it's kind of self-explanatory. The Light Park was the one that was like out in the open, and then Dark Park was the park that was like in like a grove of redwood trees. So it was always really shaded. And at this park at that particular time, there was I guess I'd describe it as a fort. It was like this big wooden structure, and was about 3 stories high. Yeah, it was 3 stories high. And the way you would get up into it, there was like a giant like rope, like kind of spider webbing out from all 4 sides of it, and you climb up this kind of like spider web type rope to get up into the structure. And then once you're in the structure, there was, I guess, stairs that you could take to each level. So the bottom level was underneath where those rope kind of netting was. And it was just kind of an open area, but it was like covered because it was like on the bottom level, and it was where the ground was. And there was, I guess, yeah, there was 2 other levels. So once you would climb up the netting, you'd be on one level, and then you could take these stairs. From what I recall, you could take these little stairs that would take you up to the very top level, and then you could take the stairs down and you could crawl down the netting. But all the floors in this structure, you could take the fast way down, and there was like a fireman's pole. There was a fireman's pole that, for those that were brave enough, you could go all the way down, and that was fun. I was always a little weary of it, but some kids, they just were fearless. That was not me. I think I may have done it a few times, but I was like, you know what? I'll just take the stairs and the nets, and I'll be okay with that. And so we would go up these up and down, play, run around. There's like swing, there was regular stuff in the park. There were swings and I think slides and one of those merry-go-round things that kids would always fly off of. But so one day, my buddies and I, we climbed up the ropes to this structure, and I just was hanging out on the first level, or the second floor would be the first level that you could climb up on. my buddy Bradley, I mentioned in another story, he went up the steps to the second level, and I was playing with some other kid, and we were just kind of doing our thing. And we were just looking around, and then all of a sudden we see something just go down like really fast. And I mean, we knew it was somebody, and but we couldn't believe what we just saw. I mean, I don't know as a little kid if we even could imagine that someone could be seriously hurt, or worse. I don't think you really kind of think about those things. I mean, now if I saw something like that, I think I would have lost my mind. Because even back then, I mean, it was like scary. It's like, okay, what was that? Oh, who was that? And we just sort of, my buddy and I think we just sort of stood there, because it was just took a while for it to register, like what had just happened. And if memory serves, I don't know, it was quiet for a little bit. Like, we didn't really know. And I think we were kind of scared to see what happened. But I think we went down and we saw there was our buddy Bradley, and he had fallen all the way down. I don't know what happened. He was not moving. And we, I think, scrambled down the netting, because there's no way that we would have been able to slide down, because he was like at the very bottom of it. And I think and at least for me, I was probably too scared. I mean, I was already kind of freaked out about that thing in the first place. But now, our buddies down there. So we scrambled down, and we saw, I guess we ran up to him. Maybe one of the I don't know if yeah, it's really foggy, but I know that like teachers were involved at some point, but he wasn't moving for a little bit. And then all of a sudden he like gasped, and then he started crying. I mean, obviously. But the strange thing was, the interesting part was that he wasn't injured. I mean, like, there was no breaks. I mean, this kid, the length that this kid could have fallen, I mean, that could have been it on him, or that could have been a serious, debilitating, lifelong injury. But miraculously, he just got the wind knocked out of him, and he must have fallen, I would say, I think it would be a fair estimate to say he fell like 20 feet. 20 feet. And at the bottom, I think it was just like dirt. But still, I guess he must have landed flat on his back. And that was crazy. I mean, I can't even believe that happened. That was like, man, I mean, I think back, and like, that could have been like a really traumatic moment in my childhood. But, thankfully, he got out of that situation very lucky, like a cat. He was a little scared and shaken, and I think he said he went and reached out for it, but I guess he had missed the pole. He was going to reach out for the pole, and he missed grabbing it, and then he just fell all the way down. But I mean, if there's such a thing as miracles, that was a miracle. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about it. It's just I recall, I've been really I like telling these stories about when I was a kid, but I only have so many stories and I think I have a pretty good memory of my childhood, but it's getting harder and harder for me to like think about remembering back about these things that happened, anything that wasn't just sort of a mundane, not very big deal. So, I mean, I can't, like it's harder and harder for me to come up with like really exciting stories. This is one of them that I came up with. I've got a few more. I gotta pace myself though, because a lot of my stories I've already told you about. But yeah, that was a scary, scary, scary time. And and he was lucky, and we all were lucky that day. Yeah. I don't know. Have you guys had? I'm sure some of you had scary stories like that, and possibly worse. I hope not, but these things happen, and just count your blessings, and hope that you are as lucky as Bradley was, or you have some force looking out for you like him. Because yeah, he really dodged. He had a close call. Say that he had a very close call. I don't know if he remembers that or not. I haven't talked to him in decades. I think the last time I saw him was maybe I was like 11 or 12. Yeah. But I don't know. I think we all have stories about when we got hurt at the playground, but some of the I've had my scrapes and bruises from the playground, and back when I was growing up, they didn't have all the safety standards like they do now. The kids would get hurt left and right on jungle gyms and slides, and it's just crazy to me how my generation survived. Like, we're definitely Gen X. We are survivors. We were the kids that just were sort of left to our own devices. I mean, even at school. I mean, let's just say this, like that structure was not safe. It was somebody's fun idea, but really not a bright thing to have for kids. Not bright at all. But somehow it got passed by the Parks and Recreation in that county, and it is no longer there. And from my understanding, it got torn down because like somebody got attacked or something there, like at nighttime or something bad happened. I don't really know because it was just all hearsay. But whatever the reason, it was just an unsafe thing, and I don't think that they would ever build something like that again. Not in this day and age. So I think that's gonna do it for today. But I really blew it. Like I have to catch up and build up my hours again, few hours. So I got to do these long things. So I'm racking my brain trying to come up with all my memories of stories. So you're gonna see a slew of them coming up because I'm racing against time here, and so I can finally get this page, fully working and not have to build it up anymore and just have it be sort of working for me and not me just doing it and not really seeing any return on investment. So yeah, you'd be seeing more of me in this format. So if you like these stories, you're definitely going to be happy because you're going to be seeing more of that. I just have to. It's just a matter of me coming up with other different memories, trying to just dig real deep. And yeah, so stay tuned, right? It's the first. Wow, I can't believe it's the first. All right, folks, it's been real, and I'll be talking to you soon. Thanks so much. Talk to you later. Bye.